Okay, so I'm going to start letting people in now.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us for our question and answer session. We're going to wait just a couple of seconds to have everyone join us. But while we're waiting, I'll introduce myself again if you weren't here for the introduction to the competition. My name is Christy Fisher. I work with the business development and sales team here at RMDS Lab. And I'm really excited to participate today in the question and answer session for this competition. Anyone want to share where they're calling in from? I see some new names here on our list. Feel free to chat, or you can always turn your video on and share where you're calling in from. Pasadena, woo woo! Where we're headquartered. Welcome, welcome. And we're going to get started here in just a couple of seconds. Encino, awesome. Welcome. North Carolina. Welcome, Ryan. All right, we're going to get started in just a couple of seconds. Welcome, everyone. We just want to make sure we give everyone enough time to join us for the questions. Hello. Awesome. Welcome, David. Thank you for sharing, everyone. We're excited to have you for this session, and Vincent's here to answer all your questions. We're going to just get started here in just a couple of seconds. Alrighty, everyone. Welcome again. I know we had a lot of us had Memorial Day off yesterday, so happy start to your week, and thank you for joining us. This is our post-COVID California property tax trend prediction question and answer session. This is for you to ask all your questions and get those answers, especially before you dive deep into the competition planning and prep. Our training instructor we have here today to answer all of your questions, Vincent Chen. He is our data scientist at RMDS Lab. Thank you, Vincent, for joining us today and answering all of our questions. All right, upcoming events, you want to make sure they are on your calendar. The links to the ceremony will be provided to you via email as well. The submission deadline for this competition is June 13th. Make sure you have that on your calendar. And the ceremony is June 29th, and that is a Tuesday. The submission deadline is a Sunday. Make sure you have the date and the day on your calendar. All right, so now it's time to answer all of your questions. You can submit them through the Zoom chat, and Vincent will make sure he answers all of them. So we're going to get started. Vincent, take it away.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm seeing like everyone's just like typing their questions like crazy this time. Let's start with some, okay. I see one question asked, is the deadline June 13 midnight Pacific time or Eastern? Pacific time. Sunday Pacific time, right at 12 o'clock. Midnight. Yeah, everyone just keep typing your questions. I will just answer them, and I will just continue with some frequently asked questions. Like the first one, how do I find a teammate? Okay, this is a good question that we could do it by visiting the RMDS Lab forum. Okay, let me just maybe just grab the link also, so we could have more specific answers to that. Logging in. Just go to forum. Okay, yeah, thank you, Erica, for bringing up the page in our for our competition. Okay, the second questions include how late can I register to the competition? So basically, we wouldn't like set up a very strict limit for your registration. You're very welcome to just register and submit your solutions to us. But we will really suggest that you will finish up the registration by this week, preferred, because if in that case you have at least have one more week to work on your analysis and submit your results. We are not really suggesting you to just register at the final minute. Okay. The third question is that what are the prices? So if I could just share the screen directly. Everyone could see my screen, right? So when you visited the competition page, if you want to check on those tags right here, if you click on the prices, so you see the first place will win a 1,000 prizes in cash and also receive the certification of winning this competition. You will also get the complimentary 6 months premium membership at RMDS Lab. For second place, you'll win the $500, and the rest of the prizes are very similar. We are also giving out an award of Rising Star, which will include consideration of the internship positions at RMDS Lab and other cooperating organizations, and also the certificate. Let me see.
How many Rising Star awards are available?
How many teams you mean?
Rising Star awards.
So I can understand how many what?
How many Rising Star awards?
Oh, I believe that we don't. Usually it's one, but it's kind of up to us to kind of decide how many candidates would there be for the Rising Star Award. I think last time we had 2, right? Erica?
Last time we just had one, but sometimes, like our last competition that we had during our first quarter, some of the judges had very, very close analysis of the different projects, and so we are open to providing more than one prize for the Rising Star.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. A small tip here. If you go back to the competition page and click on the evaluation part, you'll see the specific expectations used on those dimensions in our evaluation of judges. So like by impact, we have by methodology, we have reproducibility. All those dimensions are evaluated in the in your work. So better if you don't have to answer each of the questions inside those dimensions, but better when you are finishing up your technical report, you better kind of mention the some of the stuff or the work that you have done in those certain dimensions that would kind of win you some credit in each part of the dimension in the evaluation. So for example, for the innovation, okay, you may want to write up something like the innovative part of our research includes 1, 2, 3. So that would kind of shows just kind of just directly telling the judges like why is your research innovative in your way. We don't have a required format for the technical report. Just you could do any academic paper formats you like, say like MLP or the ACA. That those are welcome to kind of formats that you could use. But to make sure to include your the names of your teammates in the report, and also just you don't have to be like very formal, but just to make sure the reports are readable and separate the different parts of your analysis. Like maybe you want to do the first part for the problem definition or the background, and the second part for your maybe the feature engineering, maybe some data exploration, and the next part maybe some modeling, next part maybe some results, the next part maybe some conclusions. Yeah, things like that. You don't have to be like don't have a very strict format of it, but just to make sure the report is readable enough. And also, once you submit your work, make sure to include your source code, your README file, the data sets used, and the CSV of results, and technical report. These 5 are required for the submission. The prototype, like a map or web page, those are completely optional. You could submit them or you don't have to.
I also just want to jump in and mention that just by registering for this, everybody who registers is going to get free tickets to our conference, IM Data. And if you submit a project at the end of this, you'll also get a free 1-month complimentary premium membership to RMDS, as well as a certificate of completion.
Do we have any other questions? Make sure you put them in the chat. Now is your time to ask them. Here we go. There's another question for you, Vincent.
Let me see. What exactly the date range we are used in data set? Well, it's up to you also. It's I think in the last training webinar, someone asked like if they want to, if we could provide a specific timeline for the range of the time range of for the analysis here, but we don't have that. It's kind of up to you to kind of define the range by yourself. You could even like get some more data before the COVID actually begins. The time everyone might have different opinions on the actual start time of the COVID. That's fine. We don't want to limit your findings in here. So just pick a think of the best date or the time for you to kind of split up the data and just put more one or two reasons to support them, and that will be enough. And if you want to analyze within a shorter period of time, and that's fine too. I believe like over 50 or even 60% of the data are in 2021. So it's no worries. There will be like too few data to analyze. If we're including the 2020, I think the percentage would increase to 80% also. The goals are up to us. Yes, just to bring us some the best conclusions that you could reach to, or show us the validity of your analysis, like how solid your work is. What's your opinion based on your analysis? We are not limiting the specific topics in the problem on the specific problems. Yep. Here are just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions here are only just examples, some different angles that you could study in, and you could definitely think of something new to do your analysis. And to some extent, I really think so. To some extent, the more interesting your topic question, the research question is, the more valuable your final conclusion might be. Okay, Vivek asks again, any limitations on models to be used? No. You could even use the Excel models to do the analysis, but to make sure to at least use some codes, because that's kind of what we are expecting. Because there's also a requirement on the deliverables here. You need to use Python or R for the source code, but basically no models limitations. You could use the most updated models that you could think of, or some models invented like a century ago. That's okay, as long as the conclusions are good, and also if the analysis are good. Yeah. Also, just when you are working on them, make sure to check out the evaluation parts. So you know what we are looking for. Yes, is it like a pre-COVID or is it like a post-COVID? Completely up to you. Because there are still like kind of some debates between on the timeline when the COVID really starts. We don't want to just give you a date on that. You could just tell us like the specific time that you want to set up and just to back it up with 1 or 2 reasons. That would be enough.
I have one more question, Vincent.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like during the modeling or analysis, I'm kind of thinking that is it better to present as per the school district, or which is the main criteria you like has more influence on this prices?
You mean the main data?
Main influencing factor on the prices.
Yeah, we want to know about it could be something that we want to know about, like the main contributing factors to the housing prices after COVID. Like it could be one angle, and actually it might be a very general question that everyone is studying in.
Like the school district or some other.
Well, you could use some modeling method or other methods to decide which attributes are the most important ones for the property prices, right?
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Are there any other questions?
It looks like most of the participants has already through this code.
Definitely. I want to make sure everyone has all the chances to ask away. This is our only question and answer. You can always reach out directly to us, though, if you do have any other questions after today, or if you think of something later. But I want to make sure everyone has enough time to ask away.
Yeah, I have one question. Like one of my co-student is looking for internship. Can he apply? Because he's not participating in this event. Can he apply for the internship at RMDS?
Is that as a data scientist, you're saying?
He's a general computer science. He doesn't have specialization in data science.
We have the PI program. Let me see. I kind of forgot the page that we need to get in.
While you're searching for that, I'll just I'll mention that if you get the Rising Star Award, I know that you said that they're not entering, but it could be one motivating factor. Like Rising Stars automatically get internship offers, and so they don't have to go through the application process. So if they are interested in joining the competition, they do have a chance.
Sure. How about I'm just exploring how about the opportunities for the general computer science graduates?
Even for computer science graduates, yeah.
Oh, sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And yeah, so the website that Vincent is showing right now is a really good one. It shows all of our opportunities for interns, so we can point them in that direction as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and actually, besides those 4 roles we have available, we are going to put up 2 more roles for PI. One is for the basically for database management, and the other one is for data analysis, which would be a more general one. So there will be 6 different roles that you could kind of consider to join us. And we have some good examples of like who has joined us, and some project highlights. And the application process is not that hard, just to fill your registration form, and maybe then an interview, and then maybe some more testing tasks.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our question and answer session today. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, again, please reach out to us directly. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions then. And we will see you soon for the submission and then the ceremony. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and day.